The cover letter is another letter that you might want to add to your application. Okay, it doesn't mean that adding a cover letter makes the application acceptable, but it just makes it much more stronger. Okay, this is based on experience. I'm not talking like an immigration person, but most people who use cover letters, it increases their chances of getting their visit visa approved. Okay, so what is the cover letter per se? So it's literally just a letter summarizing whatever you are doing in the application. Okay, that is it. Okay, that's just it in simple way. It summarizes whatever you are doing in that application, the reason of your visit, all those things, where you will stay, what you will be doing, all those things are summarized in that cover letter. And the cover letter should be sweet, short, and concise. Okay. So the first thing you should make mention of, or you should be aware of, that your cover letter needs to be clear, it has to be concise, and it must have a purpose. Okay. The purpose of you visiting, which is obviously for assessment and all of that. It has to be clear and briefly written there. Okay, sorry, it has to be clear and briefly written there so that they know what they are looking for, and I mean it catches them first. Okay, and another thing that is key when writing a cover letter is to attach relevant supporting documents. Okay, yes, you have submitted other documents, but remember you need to add relevant documents to whatever you are saying in the cover letter. If you say you have a piece of land and whatever, make mention that I'm attaching my um what they call it, land title, land certificate, or purchase receipt, or whatever of the land, so that they know that yes, whatever he is saying, there's some proof to back it up. Like my general rule is use two proofs for one claim. So if I say I have a piece of land, I'm going to use the land title. If I have it, I'm going to use the land receipt. So kind of like two in one. So that in case one fails, there's a backup. That's just what I do. And another thing is you should be able to highlight your financial capabilities. Okay, you need to highlight your financial capabilities to support your stay. Let me make it simple. Who is going to be paying for the stay financially? Who is responsible for your stay financially? Are you the one? Where is the money from? All those things like that. It should be mentioned in your cover letter. Short, brief, sweet, concise, like I say. Okay. And also, something you need to emphasize is probably that you will return. Okay. You can write it short, sweet, concise, and all of that. You can give supporting documents, but if you don't make it clear with enough reason that you have enough home ties back home, maybe from your job, family, your wife, all those things like that, if you don't make it known there, it will be difficult. Okay, because it's a visit visa, you need to return back. Yeah, I know the one you are coming is for joining the military, all those things like that, but you need to still make it known that you are going to return back. Okay, and remember it is formal letter. Okay, if you don't know how to write a formal letter, like I said in the previous video, ChatGPT is your best friend. Type whatever you want to type in ChatGPT, it's going to generate it, then you edit it out. Okay, I'm not going into details, but things like the purpose of your visit, the events, which is probably the Royal Navy assessment, the location, where will it be, the amount of days that you will be there, all those things, what will you be doing there, all those things like that. And also the travel details, which is your travel itinerary now, should be included. That's why I said travel itinerary is important, but not really important. But if you have it, add it there definitely. And also financial arrangements, ties to home country, all those things like that. So some of the popular documents that, the most common that you should submit in your cover letter, which It's kind of the same which you will submit in just a normal, like normal additional documents is um, your invitation letter, um, invitation letter from your sponsor or whatever, or whoever is allowing you to stay in their house or whatever, that they are not inviting you per se. Just for the correction, they are not inviting you. The Navy is inviting you, okay? Or the Army is inviting you for assessment. They are just accommodating you. So it should be probably an accommodation letter, not an invitation letter, okay? Flight bookings, all those things. Like I said, don't book for flight. Just screenshot. Watch the previous video. You know what I'm talking about. Um, Accommodation details. Watch the previous video. Bank statements. That videos on it all that I've done. Okay. So accommodation details, bank statements, employment letter has to have the letterhead of the company, whatever, whatever. Another thing is still the financial capabilities, and probably the two most silly ones. You should have a passport copy, okay? Passport copy, just like your passport, the front cover page. Make sure you scan it, and then obviously your visa application form. Okay, make sure you make mention of that because what they do is, from what most people say, is that they take your application form, that is the online one which you fill all of these stuffs there, then they have it and then they look at your supporting documents and they cross check. So it's like a cross reference of whatever you are saying. So they have your, so it's like this, they have your application form, then your supporting documents are like this. So if you say that you're going to spend 14 days in the UK, they'll cross check. Does he have money for 14 days in his bank statement? Does he has the amount of money that he is saying that he's going to spend? Those things, that's how they do. If you say here that you are going to stay with your aunt, they will cross check and look at your supporting documents. Do you have documents that say that you are staying, that show that you have a relationship with the person you're talking about? How do you know this person? Where did you meet? All those things like that. That's what they are looking for in your supporting documents. So make sure that your form which you are writing is good and it supports your supporting documents. Okay, make sure that it supports, because they are good at their job. Trust me, they are really good at their job. Don't make a silly mistake and they doubt everything. Okay, so just take time, do it. I remember it took me about a month to actually do mine. Literally, yeah, it took me about a month. I was all night, all day doing it, writing stuff, canceling, in order that they all tie with whatever I'm saying on that cover letter. Okay, so all the best to you. Go out there, smash it, and yeah, enjoy it. Cheers.